SNKronize. My name is James Chen, joined by Mr. Olaf, or OlafRedland, as someone.
OlafRedland.
I just got back from Combo Breaker. That's why I'm wearing a mask, because there's incubation period and all this stuff like that. I want to be safe. I tested negative. I ran the test. I have my taste. I feel fine. Everything seems good. So, but again, I just want to be
give it like the whole 5 days. Make sure you're good to go, and then we'll go right back to normal.
Exactly. So, for the people at home listening to this on Spotify, apologies if I sound a little muffled. Having said that, actually, before I want to go on, I just wanted to wonder, like, we do a lot of unboxing, we do a lot of, like, showing off video clips and stuff like that. For those people who are listening to the Spotify, let us know if that's a problem or if you guys still enjoy it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, what we could probably do is, like, if that is an issue, then we can, like, break it up. Be like, all right, we're going into the visual part of the show now. And then, like, now that's when you can turn it off.
Right. Mm-hmm. But obviously, on the Spotify, on the SoundCloud link, I don't know if it's there in the description for Spotify. I'll have to double check. There is the link to our YouTube.
Yeah.
Or you can go to youtube.com/UltraChenTV. Let us know if you're listening to it as a podcast, if you're okay with us doing a lot of the visual stuff.
Yeah, because I definitely know, like, when we got the big, giant Mary, that half that show was, oh my God,
Right, yeah.
So that was probably a terrible show to listen to.
Yeah, so let us know if you guys can. So there you go. But yes, Shine from New York actually said he had COVID. There was another player who said that they got COVID, but they didn't go to the venue on Saturday or Sunday. Like, they kind of figured it out on Friday and they just didn't go.
Well, kudos to them.
Yeah, exactly. So, we're kind of in this post event situation. Yeah. So we just want to be safe. Like
I mean, like, the amount of times we've all gotten sick just going to Evo before COVID, like, I'm down to just wear masks as a precautionary measure in general, because I'm definitely tired of the Evola and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, like, this is just, we now have a little more to worry about than usual, is what it comes down to.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, there's been enough reports and everything. So yeah, we're just gonna be a little nice.
Oh, he didn't go. I did do self-testing, and it came back negative, but incubation period is 5 days. My flight home was on Monday, and the airport is going to be a larger probability of me catching it than
even just the venue itself, yeah.
So, because I looked, man, more than 50% of the people are not masked at airports and stuff like that.
Dude, even saying 50% is like lowballing it, I'm sure.
So, who knows? I'm going to wait till this weekend. If I'm still negative by Saturday, then I think we're good. I think we're good to go. So that's the idea, basically.
But anyways, so, I mean, I guess with that in mind, Combo Breaker was this weekend.
Yeah, so...
And that was, like, that was honestly, I think, the most fun I've had watching a major in, like, 10 years.
Cool.
Partly because, cool, KOF, yay. But... dude, those matches were fucking awesome.
So, Dr. Sus Redfish, no, I feel perfectly fine. I have my taste. Everything is normal. Even I messaged my brother, who I normally eat lunch with on Wednesday, and I'm like, nope, not going to do that. So I'm just trying to be safe. That's all it comes down to. So, that's good, because, obviously, Combo Breaker, talking to Rick at the event and everything, fires being put out everywhere, but... if nobody notices, that's exactly what makes an event really good.
Yeah. Which is also why you typically see, like, the head honchos of any given event running around like absolute madmen, like chickens with their heads cut off, is that they worry so no one else has to, kind of thing. But yeah, so... let's see, first I'm just going to joke about, I told y'all Cronin was going to be a fucking problem at this tournament. But I'm still really surprised that Rock was still more prevalent, more played, and just as dangerous the entire time.
Yeah, it was really interesting because Reynolds was the only one using Gato, right? So
in top 8.
in top 8.
Was there only him? I thought there was maybe one more, but yeah. I mean, I really loved seeing Arslan Ash's team because it was very obvious it was 2 of his OG characters plus Elizabeth. You probably aren't gonna walk into this game and pick Athena and King without being like, yeah, I just played them before. I played them in 02 or I did this,
So to be fair, even before coming to this event or at the event, someone said they talked to Arslan and Arslan literally said like, I don't know if I can play both this and Tekken at the same time. It's a lot of work. Athena and King have that ability to avoid playing KOF, that we've talked about. Right. And so maybe that was the reason.
And that has a lot to do with it, yeah.
So, yeah.
But again, it's also there's going to be a lot of muscle memory because Pakistan, Arslan Ash, pretty OG in KOF.
Yeah.
Arslan probably could have not played Athena and King for the past 15 years and been running entirely on muscle memory, and no one would know the difference.
I mean, are they that similar to before?
Yeah,
enough?
Definitely enough. I mean, you've seen when Valle plays Ryu in Street Fighter 4 coming from ST, and he's like, I don't even play Ryu in this game, and then whoops everyone's ass just because it's Ryu. Same idea.
Yeah, probably, but I mean, shout outs to him. So, in case people didn't know, Pakistan is known for their KOF and their Tekken. They haven't had a chance to show off their KOF, but Arslan Ash coming here, getting 3rd place at Combo Breaker, and he's not even the best KOF player in Pakistan, is a terrifying thought process.
So by the way, actually, I do want to piggyback on this a little bit with Pakistan. So I would frequently refer to it as the Middle East, and I had someone correct me on that. And so I looked into it, and we're both right. So Pakistan is... So it is technically Africa and not the Middle East. However, because of geopolitical and all this stuff, it counts as part of the greater Middle East region.
Right. Yeah,
and so it's literally the gray area of it counts and doesn't. So I'm like, all right, fair enough. Yeah, technically calling it the Middle East is incorrect. But it's kind of like if you're an American and you spell color with a U. You're wrong, but you're right.
Right.
Yeah. So that I learned something this weekend. So that's good.
Geology here.
Geography.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, whatever. I'm science.
Yeah, it's all really weird. Just because that whole region is landlocked so hard by everything around it that it's really hard to point. It's super jank, and look it up. It's wild.
Geography, baby. Let's go.
Well, geography, and then geopolitics, and then cultural barriers.
So Pakistan is technically in Africa?
I might be misspeaking, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely in a weird position, but it's the Middle East itself is just structured in such a way, both geographically, geopolitically, culturally, and everything, that it leaves them in this weird gray area between everyone else.
Right. No, technically Pakistan is in Asia. It is.
No, it's Asia. Oh, sorry, it is Southern Asia.
It's definitely.
I'm totally fine with misspeaking because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm definitely misspeaking because I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it.
Geography, baby.
Geography, yeah.
Geography.
Yeah, because I kept wanting to think North Africa, and I was like, wait, but then it's not North, because I remember seeing the word South, and yeah. But you see my point. Now that I've fucked up my whole thing of trying to say I learned something.
Hey, education and science is not a process of finding the answers. It's a process of continually learning. Okay. That's what you're doing right now.
So here's the fuck of it, though. Is remember, I was in the Army.
I'm trying to help you here, dude.
No, and then, so that's the thing, is that basically, if you're in the Army and you're dealing with, oh, I'm going to deploy to the Middle East, that could be literally, 7,000 square miles.
Yeah. Oh, man. Anyways, awesome that Arslan Ash did so well at the tournament. and was able to show what
and was apparently somewhat talking smack almost the entire time.
Was he really?
Where's all the top North American players? It was pretty great.
Well, Arslan did not get a chance to play against Reynolds, right? Who was the top placing U.S. player, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he not?
No, because Reynolds lost to Tamago, and he lost to who was the other person he lost to? It was Arslan Ash, wasn't it? He did lose the Arslan Ash in winners. That's what it was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what...
There you go. Okay. Yeah, I had just finished watching the top 8, so I forgot. Yes. So there you go.
That's what I was like, wait. Am I getting mad? Like,
yeah.
Am I going to be wrong twice in a row?
No.
Come on.
See, I did it on purpose to make you feel better.
That's how that was.
See, I made that mistake just to be like, don't worry, we all make mistakes. Yeah.
We're all dumb here.
Yeah, basically.
Smash GG re-branded to Start in the past, month or two?
Yeah, and there's not a single person at Combo Break who called it Start GG. In fact, it was an inside joke for me that anytime anyone says Smash GG, I'd be like, Start GG, and they'd be like, shit, you're right, Start GG. And I just did that the whole weekend. That came from a conversation with Auric, and then, basically I just started doing that the whole time.
The thing is, though, the new name, Start GG, just reminds me of, the greatest Marvel 3 match ever, where it was round 1, Start, Air Throw, rematch.
Dude, that'd be amazing if that was their branding. If that was their
Start
branding.
GG.
That would be amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, well, the craziest thing about it, Lobachman, is that I have heard word that they might not even make it to EVO.
But I have heard now that E.T. and ZJZ are actually on track to still make it.
Is it because they're from Taiwan? Or?
I guess, maybe. Okay, I don't know. I saw it on Twitter this morning that if everything goes according to plan, they're still making it.
Okay, because that's important because ZJZ and E.T. are very capable of actually beating Shanghai. So they're at that level.
Which means they're very capable of beating everyone else.
So we'll still have a good representation of what's going on. But look, Mexico, all Mexico Grand Finals, no one's surprised. I know some people out there are like, oh, now, you Americans always used to say all this stuff about Mexico.
And literally, I saw that tweet and I was like, when the fuck did we say that?
Right, yeah, we've all acknowledged that. In fact, the first year of KOF 13 at EVO, we were also sure Bala was going to win, and him losing to Mad KOF was kind of like an upset, right? So, yeah, I don't know why people were saying that at all.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's been some debate about just the quality of internet connections, so playing online is rough, but
we're sure that locally that they're fine, so
yeah, and it's why I joke about the first year of KOF 14, I almost made it out of pools, and as a white American, that's really good.
Right. Exactly, yeah. You're the minority.
Yeah.
Top players there, dude. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, no surprise. Obviously, Paco and Tamago, both very, very strong players. I was just really, it's so funny too, because I ran into Rome and I got to talk to him on, in person and everything like that. And I was like, still using the Benimaru, huh? And he's like, I gotta try to make it work. Well,
I think he's good as shit.
Tamago definitely made it work.
Not busted, but I think he's really quite capable now.
Yeah, the buffs that they made to him were definitely more significant than a lot of people. Dude,
that kick super is kind of dumb now.
Yeah, the fact that you get the free combo after.
Yeah, because it's one of those things that I really want to help with localizing some of the patch notes because they labeled it as kind of as if it was an OTG when it's really a ground bounce, and that changes everything on the perception of that move.
Yeah, it almost makes me want to try to pick up Benimaru,
That's so cool.
I want to play my Benimaru again.
And by the way, his EX snap kick is a 3-frame?
Is it?
I didn't know that, but apparently it is.
Jesus, okay.
So it actually ties with Andy for fastest move in the game?
Andy's hits
not counting throw.
It's the screen, but
yeah, but travel distance matters.
Yeah,
it's only 3 frames point blank.
It's pretty fast.
It's pretty fucking fast. Yeah, it's 5 frames full screen, but
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I mean the character variety was really interesting, as a lot of people were pointing out. There was no Terry in the top. There was no Ralph in the top 8.
And there was no Vanessa. But there was about 1 billion rocks and 2 Cronin.
Yeah, and Cronin, like you said, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest problem for Cronin, honestly, is he just spits damage.
Oh, you can say it. We're adults here. Because he definitely shits damage.
Yeah. I mean, basically, what's up, Ertola? Yeah, I definitely got to say hi to Isaac at Combo Breaker, but that
and Wave. And Wave, I assume? You got to say hi to Wave too?
Of course, of
Good,
course.
yeah.
No, Wave had to call Isaac to the booth so I could say hi to him. So
yeah.
But, I mean, the thing is, like, that combo where he combos into the slide, into the launchy slash...
The jumping overhead thingy that turns into a launcher that goes into DPs, which goes into super, because fuck you, that's why.
That right there is... If you wanted to nerf Cronin, that has to be nerfed right there, because it's a safe fish. And if it hits, you get to do, like... If you have...
I don't understand why that move is safe on block, too.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: is at least make me confirm the 1, 2, 3 hit into it, whatever.
Right.
You don't have to.
Right. That's my whole point. Is that seeing how the whole package came together? That's clearly the problem with K49. Is I can do button slide launchy. Oh well. And if it hits EX super, and if I have 2 more super, and that's like 80% damage right there.
Yeah, and like God forbid you threw a quick max into that, then you get, like 70 something damage out of 3 bars.
Yeah, it's a little
not okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
So I didn't understand what was making him so strong, and then once I realized that was one of the
he has
things.
a bunch of like really safe pokes. His 2B is fucking stupid, by the way, because it's like a fast, mashable low profile that confirms into that combo.
Right. And again, like, they nerfed this on Ralph. They took away DP into follow-ups and supers and stuff like that. Having DPs into follow-ups is probably a bad idea unless the extent of it is like Athena, level 1 super, and that's just basically it. However, I don't mind having Cronin be unique in that his DP is super dangerous. I mean, it's what I loved about Cammy and ST, that she has a safe on block DP, and it's kind of fascinating, right? So, I just think that the confirm into it shouldn't be free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, you shouldn't just be able to do a slide.
Actually, you know what would be a good way to mitigate it? Is change the juggle height off of EXDP when it's a juggle. So, like, if you hit a grounded opponent with EXDP, they fly up, get the whole combo, whatever. But if you do the overhead slash, EXDP doesn't knock them high enough to get the light DP follow-up.
Huh, interesting. I mean, that would kind of be... I mean, would you be able...
I mean, I guess the problem is, like, because that should totally work, because that would, like, remove a lot of that, but you then, I don't know, fucking make it a hard knockdown for all my characters.
I'm just worried that it would just remove some of the fun of the character. Would that nerf him too much? Is what I'm thinking. Maybe.
I mean, again, like, make sure EXDP is a hard knockdown, then you can at least tentacle after.
Right. Either that or, because the EX Hoppy attack is not an overhead, or is that...
It's not an overhead, I don't think, but it's a ground bounce. And then the heavy version is an overhead.
Right. No, that's kind of how I feel, Casuela. Just making Lanchi move less safe so that he has to confirm into it.
I mean, that's a huge start. It definitely should be the case, but yeah, because that's the biggest thing, is that everything he does too frequently is too safe.
Yeah.
And it's coming back to, like, the Vanessa problem, is that he has other options to make it safe, but why when I have the approaching move that's safe already? Because the moment they nerf, like, the hoppy overhead thing into being unsafe on block, you just do something else and you're confirm. And then you hop forward because you're Cronin. Problem solved. It doesn't change anything.
Rumors of a new Dark Star... No, dude, look, I haven't heard anything. I don't even know where you're coming with from that.
Dude, okay, so here's the thing, is that this is super, like, tangential derail, but... Because Matsumoto made the statement of, I don't think the Capcom collection has any bearing on any of these series being revived.
Oh, okay.
Twitter rumor mill just starts brewing.
Oh, God.
Happens all the time.
Jesus.
Like, he tried his best to deconfirm it.
Yeah.
And people still talk. So I have heard nothing otherwise.
Look, again, I never know shit about anything, but even at that point, I would say don't even entertain the concept of it, frankly.
I mean, okay, look, if I'm going to be really blunt here on this whole topic, Capcom is too worried about Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, exactly.
I really can't imagine a world where they're going to be developing 2 fighting games side by side right now when they can't even make one that profitable.
And also, Playland MX, don't get your heart broken. I don't want a new Darkstalkers game. I've stated this many times because Darkstalkers is like this weird perfect balance of design. And I don't know if a lot of people out there would get it unless I'm on the team. So if you want to make it, hire me. But if not, then don't bother because I'm scared of ruining Darkstalkers. Mm-hmm. I'd rather leave Darkstalkers alone so that it can remain being in this amazing world of like, it is one of the greatest series of all time, basically, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Capcom versus Capcom is the right answer.
Yes.
Because then you can put all the characters in you want, and you don't have to worry about, screwing up canon or messing up the original games.
And Marvel license.
And you don't have to worry about licensing. Yeah, no. I have literally told Capcom this before. Like, to their faces. Like, just make Capcom versus Capcom.
They know. They know. I mean, that's kind of what Capcom... The hell game was that supposed to be called again?
Fighting All-Stars? The one that gets scrapped and turned into Fighting Jam?
Yeah, that had Hager and like Strider and Hook, Line, and Sinker, or whatever the fuck their names were. So
you know what? That's really funny, and that's what I'm going to call them now. But it was Rook, DD, and Ingrid.
Yeah. Oh god,
dude, we've already been on the Lin Kurosawa conversation this week.
Yeah, basically.
So, anyways, dude, the top 8. I mean, I watched like most of Top 96. It was really good. Shout outs to the homie El Rosa for like making people scared of Dinosaur, even when he sometimes doesn't fully believe in Dinosaur.
Yeah, dude, and man. I mean, even just watching the top 8, Aru kept pointing out, I saw it happen to El Rosa. He was playing against Nothing XS and casuals. People are SNK. People are missing EXs on cancel all over the goddamn place. Fix this goddamn bug, please. Please. I mean, I was complaining about El Rosa. I was like, God, like, they won't fix this. Like, nobody's talking about it. Can we get this fixed, dude? I freaking hate that bug, dude.
Yeah. So again, just to be clear, the thing we're talking about is if you cancel into an EX move, but your buttons are 1 frame apart or 2 frames apart,
1, 2, or 3.
You don't get the EX.
Yeah. Whereas in neutral, that does work.
Yeah.
And again, when you're canceling it, it's also a late cancel. So a lot of times, if you do it so that they're a few frames apart, on heavies, it'll almost never affect it because the block stun and the hit stop are so long that the taps all register in the thing and it works.
Well, that and because also with a heavier cancel, you tend to do it a little earlier and you get the button hold benefit.
Right, and so on the light ones though, you can do it so that it still cancels. But if you ever cancel it late, you see that happen a lot.
Yeah. And it was worse in 14. It's definitely better now. Mm-hmm. But it's literally for this reason that I have a 2 punch button and a 2 kick button instead of CD and roll.
Yeah.
Or max for that.
I have to get used to using those, but I can't. It's so crazy. Yeah. I can't train myself to do it.
Yeah. So. And actually one of our friends online, fighting with them, and they use like the literal old Neo Geo ABCD thing, and I'm pretty sure they run into it more than they even realize.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Yeah, that dude's sitting in the back of it.
I love that he's probably still there.
Dude, David said that, because we were sitting in the audience during Strive, and he said he actually went to watch him when he wasn't on camera, and he was committed to the shtick even during the entire matches. He would not break character the entire time. Dude.
I respect that.
It's crazy, dude. I mean, like, normally I'd be like, stupid attention but like he committed to it. And so
oh, and honestly,
kind
like
of admirable.
I mean, how do you call it attention grabbing when he's doing nothing? That's the thing,
right?
It's your fault for paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really claim like, man, why you gotta attribute some attention hog? Nope. That's it.
Now that being said, also, I shout outs to the guy who competed on stream in the Among Us costume. Actually played sets on stream in the Among Us costume.
We saw him on doing the Vampire Savior stream, and I said because he's big and round and thick, we need to make him an alternate costume and have Sasquatch. Yeah, I was kind of happy about that. So, but yeah. Speaking of, I saw someone talking about it, but who was it? It was Tamago, who was using Chizuru as well, right? And holy shit,
that was inspiring,
dude. That he almost makes me want to try to go back to Chizuru.
So I'm learning her again.
Okay.
I am. And that's why I've been making a couple of tweets about her. I don't know if you saw. The one thing I'm noticing is that her button ranges are really weird. 90% of her good buttons can be low profiled, and that really is rough, especially like Cronin mashing 2B, which is why I get butthurt. And the thing is, a lot of her stuff isn't actually real. It's just hard to tell when it's real and when it isn't, and that's what makes it terrifying. Because if you watch that set, he was doing like stand B into running slap. It's not even a frame trap. It's just fucking scary.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm definitely learning her right now as one of like the main alternate rotations for within my team. Okay. So I think I've narrowed my team down to 4 characters at the moment. And honestly, I've probably narrowed it down to 3, but I'm really enjoying learning Chizuru.
So who is your 4 now?
It's the usual suspects.
Geese, Mary, and Angel.
Janae, Chizuru.
Oh, Janae Chizuru. Oh, not even Angel anymore.
Yeah, I made the statement. I am not a god, and I'm not a smart enough specialist to work around her shit, so I'm done.
There were a lot of geeses in the top...
like 96? Top 96 to top 64, there was a good amount. But once it got past top 32 and 24, they really started weaning out. I think there was maybe 1 in all top 16.
And he's one of the newest characters, so people probably didn't want to... Like, they probably wanted to stick with the characters.
Now, that being said, fucking Dechimo kept Kukri, kept On Hell, and then Geese Anchor. And I'm like, I'm a man after my own heart.
Dude, Jesus, okay. Yeah, Yuri was really good, too.
Yuri, I told you, her buffs fixed her problems.
Yeah. So I'm really happy to see. I mean, again, I feel like the patch did a good job. Now, I've seen some people complain about it, like, why did you have to buff Cronin? And now I think everybody's kind of feeling the same at this point, right? But we'll see. I mean, the thing is, that last one was the big patch. Now I feel like they can start doing the small little tweaks. And even then, I don't want them to change that much, because I don't even think it's still even in that bad of a condition.
No, if we want to sit here and actually be like Cronin is the best character in the game.
Which he's not really, right?
I mean, he really might be. He really might be. It's... him, then like Elizabeth, then Rock, then Rock and Gateau. Like it's those 4. But the fact is that like that's still like an A tier in most other games.
Right? Yeah. Fix Billy.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip?
Which one?
There was the
Terry one.
Yeah. Which was really sad that he was murdering the Terry, then hit him with a move that was minus 18 on hit.
Yeah.
And Terry killed him. My
favorite one is still the Billy Mirror, where one of them throws out a C, so the other one hits C to punish, which means the other one hits C to punish.
C. Minus 18 on hit.
Yeah, like you finally have a reason for me to shut up about everything Angel does being minus on hit, because goddamn.
That was their plan all along.
Yeah. So Ramon is really knowledge checky. Or like, I mean, one good way to look at it is kind of like some of the other set play characters, like even Fuerte or something, just without like the permanent damage. Like, because Fuerte has the run stop fierce and you fucking die. Yeah, Ramon has some good strings into ways to cancel into being safe, running grab, decent overhead, good mobility, but he still kind of like has issues in neutral because his whole goal is to outspeed them, which means half the time he runs into buttons.
Okay. So you just kind of want to hit buttons against Ramon, huh?
Yeah, you could just like if you have a big button, or you could do like Shermie's hop CD. Like, Ramon has to really space himself well to not just lose. And if the Shermie knows how to space well, too, well... like, I mean, I'm glad Billy exists right now just because Ramon isn't the worst character in the game. But, like, honestly, Ramon isn't dog shit. It's just that everyone else is clearly better. Like, I mean, it's one of those things, like, you know, Cronin, the top 4... They might be approaching S, like S- to A++ kind of thing. But then Ramon's like a B- or a C+ as like the second worst character in the game. Like, that's fine. He's really not dog shit. It's just when tiers get super dense, those micro balance differences can start feeling bigger than they are.
Yeah, the -8, no move should be -18 on hit. Like,
Unless you're playing Samurai Showdown.
Unless you're playing Samurai Showdown, yes.
That's totally fine.
But yeah, in most fighting games, it should not even be a thing. Should not even be a thing.
Actually, does anyone other than Event Hubs have what the character choices were for top 8 Combo Breaker right now? No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because you don't have an ad blocker installed.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I'm definitely a Ramon player deep down. It's kind of like I was. Yeah, his 2C is a little slower than it needs to be because they don't want him to have loops. But that's also a pretty big ass button. It's really good.
Yeah, no, Rock was for sure. I mean,
100%.
Again, Rock, I feel like falls under that Terry and my situation where they can't afford to make them bad. And I think,
not anymore, anyway.
Right, and I don't think that's why. I think that's why Terry didn't get that many nerfs, and Mai, and Terry, and Rock. I meant Rock the first time. I think that's why all three of them got away pretty unscathed.
Yeah, I mean, Rock's real problem. Oh, that works. Thank you.
Different site here.
That is. Rock's big problem though is that he's super privileged on top of having everything. Because like one of my friends I was playing with even just today.
Oh, it's just the results. It's not the character usage.
I mean, where is KOF?
It was the top.
There it is.
You just wanted to see who the top 8 used?
Oh, Tamago used Mary at some point? Hell yeah.
Like once.
Huh, I missed that one.
Yeah, it was the very first time he fought against Paco. Paco beat him. He dropped Benimaru, put Blue Mary on the team.
Yeah.
Nothing really happened. He still got destroyed.
But yeah, so Rock, you know, he has the cancelable far C, which is ridiculous. Everything combos into everything, and then they gave him a command grab combo.
Well, the other thing too, and I still think that this is one of the biggest issues for Rock.
Well, I'm sorry, not gave. He had it, but it's good.
I think one of the biggest. Oh, dang, nice. Okay, look at
you guys.
All you guys out there.
Good looking out, everyone.
Yeah. I think honestly, one of the things that makes Rock a little too strong is that his optimal combo works mid-screen. Like if he had the same problem that a lot of other characters did, that yes, I can do the shit in the corner.
No big deal.
Fine, but the fact that Rock can get the crumple into the top, into the uppercut break, into the everything.
Into a safe jump.
Into a safe jump. All mid-screen, I think, is the problem. If they just somehow made it so that one of those moves launched him further so he couldn't get that combo, everything's all good. I think that's very good.
Yeah, like I said, he just literally has everything.
Oh, this is the top 8 breakdown.
Followed by the actual results breakdown there. Yeah, so there we go. The Benny Rock Cronin. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's another thing. Paco's long. That made me feel good, because I've always kind of felt she was a little undervalued.
Right.
Yeah, she kind of nasty.
Yeah, I mean, my only thing is that I hate that character.
It's fine.
And if she never showed up ever, I would be fine. I don't know what it is about her that just irritates the fuck out of me, but like every time I see her, she looks like a sprawling spider, like a flailing spider on the screen, and I don't know, everything about her annoys me. So I would rather have her.
I think part of it is the fact that she's entirely follow through frames and nothing before that. I think that's like one of your big irks with her.
Yeah, and I don't know, her personality, her moveset.
I still think she's just Jury, but a good character.
Her character design, like, I know SNK fans are gonna get mad at me, but I'll take Jury over Luong like any day.
And I will not agree with you ever.
And I can't, like, Luong just annoys the heck out of me. I don't know what it is about her. I hated fighting her. I tried fighting her.
And that's totally reasonable.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about her that I don't like. I can't figure out what it is. But yeah, I just don't like her at all. So, she's going to be here to stay for a very long time. I know most people love Luong for very, very obvious reasons. So
that's the thing. Like, I don't love her. I just think she's Jury, but better. That's all I see her as. I guess I at least think that Luong has an ounce of like elegance and glamour to her.
See, I don't
compared to Jury.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Jury is straight up thoughterly barn.
That's how I feel about Luong. I feel like Luong is just like absolute like trash.
Oh, so here's the thing. I think the issue we're having is that I think Jury is like a street hooker, and then Luong is like the classy escort who pretends she's not a hooker but she still is.
See, I don't. See,
and we're having an issue there.
I don't see that actually. She seems way more like Jury. Just seems like she's evil. I don't see her as kind of like a thought or like slutty kind of thing. That's Luong. That's all Luong to me, to be honest with you. Like, that's why I don't see anything redeeming about Luong. Whereas Jury just feels like she's evil and messed up.
Jury spends the entire Street Fighter V campaign trying to fuck Cammy. And you cannot tell me otherwise.
I never picked up on that. I will be 100% honest. I never picked up on that, so... But yeah. I don't know. I can't.
That's fine. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm totally fine with just hating both. Like, that's fine. Yeah. See, Fat Cat's on my side. Jury is trashier. But they're basically the same character.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what it is about Luong. I just don't want this.
That's fine. But it was nice to see someone actually succeed with a character that no one else is fucking playing.
Yeah, for sure.
No, Galneal doesn't matter. But yeah, and then Chizuru was on that team, and it was ridiculous, and then whoop-de-doo Elizabeth. So moving on. Elizabeth's Elizabeth.
Way too good.
Because she's kind of the I got everything, except in more the Cronin way, like, I have 3 things that solve all my problems, except instead of rushing down as much, she's a little more stable.
Yeah, Meiten-kun, people are going to be surprised about, but that's Chris G. Chris G will always use the unorthodox stuff. He prefers to use like more unorthodox stuff, and like there's no choice. But
it's a good zoner and a charge character, and Chris G plays a lot of charge characters and zoners. Like, it just seemed like an obvious choice. But Chris G wasn't the only Meiten-kun putting in work.
Yeah.
It was really nice more to like show everyone else what Meiten was capable of, because like a lot of people have talked about how good the character is. But, like, seeing it really, like, on display was nice. Yeah, 5 in top 64. Like, god damn.
They were saying, like, I mean, there was that article that said, like,
scroll down a little so you can see the top 8s.
That actually said, hey, these characters all represented. Of course, they were wrong because they played Omega Rugal, right?
Yeah. So it is worth noting that in their defense, the time Corey played Rugal on stream was outside of top 64, and he played Rugal off stream within top 64.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is that the moment the article is posted, someone's like, that's not correct, and then there's no effort to change it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Journalism.
No, Corey Bell. Actually, as I greeted him when I saw him, the infamous Boricel.
Yeah, because he's playing SNK games.
Yeah, he played Rugal, so there you go. Yeah, basically, right.
There it is. Yeah. There's no facts in journalism anymore.
But I think, if we count Rugal, what was it? Like only 6 characters did not show up?
It was 4 or 5.
Yeah, only like 4 or 5 characters did not show up at all in the top 64, which is, again, showing that the game is in a very, very good state. So
we'll get to Yama in a minute, actually, because that's a whole other topic. Because I think Reynald was the only Yama in like top 16.
Really?
And he didn't always use him.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yama is finicky.
I feel like the tournament was too soon after the patch that nobody wanted to kind of risk that there.
Well, Reynald gave no fucks. He was opening Yamazaki a lot.
Reynolds is Reynolds, right? Yeah. So.
That being said, Yamazaki, you know what? I guess we're just on it now. Fuck it. Yamazaki, I made this post on Twitter, is a broken character with a lot of bad matchups. I don't think he's as good in the long term of the meta as people want him to be, especially when you see this tournament, we had no less than 2 or 3 zoners really fucking shit up. And I feel that's one of the places that Yama suffers.
Yeah, so we had 3 Athenas, 2 Mai's, 3 Yuris, a Maiden-kun, those are all King.
Yeah.
They're all very zony characters that could...
Yeah, and the thing is, Yamazaki is a lot like Honda, where it's if I have the life lead, what are you going to do? If I don't have the life lead, what am I going to do?
Right.
And he's got some really good damage, really good anti-airs, and a broken super. Outright broken super, I'll say it.
Yeah, the poison super?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, poison super should not allow for free stomp afterwards. I just think that should not have happened. So.
But I think he just actually loses to zoners. Actually does, because the thing is, I will say, because I got into the discussion with Corey about Yamazaki, and I was like, I think he loses to zoners. He's like, what? And then I was like, he's got the reflect, he's got this, and it's that's the point. The moment zoners understand what Yamazaki's tools are, he can't play.
Interesting. No, the stomp is fine. But the thing is, if the poison was going to lead into stomp, then level 1 poison needs to have a longer timer and less frequent ticks to give you the opportunity to hit him.
Yeah, it basically
to stop the poison.
It basically becomes, why does he have a poison mechanic if it's just going to do unscaled damage because you're always getting the whole thing anyway?
Exactly, right. The whole concept of every poison mechanic is you're poisoned until you can hit him.
Unless you're a KOF 2000, in which case it's just broken.
Okay, there you go. So, that's kind of my complaint. That's why, so if you give him the stomp, then let the level 1 exist and do that, but now it just lasts much longer and ticks much slower, basically.
Snake Arm OTG is not invalid, because you can still...
OTG?
Low Snake Arm OTGs, yeah. So the thing about Snake Arm OTG is that you can do it off of sweep. Because KOF 14 and 15 have the thing that there's the 1 frame as you're landing where you can hit the OTG before the Ukemi roll.
It's got Marvel Superheroes status on it? I didn't know that.
So
that doesn't sound like it makes sense.
I promise you it's true.
If it's true, before you can roll, there's got to be a lot more guaranteed combos than I think.
That's why also you get a lot of cool shit with Antonov's boot super when you can't juggle with it. It's because you're meeting the OTG. I promise you this is true. But yeah, Yamazaki can inescapably sweep into slightly delayed low win.
Okay.
Just works. It's super nice and super convenient and all this stuff. Also, so guillotine is not completely invalid because the level 2 version exists.
Which one?
The uppercut super.
Oh yeah.
Because you can do level 1 poison into level 2 uppercut super and get a fuck ton of damage even on point. Right. Yeah. So it's pretty nice. Yamazaki has a very complete kit. He's kind of slow and a little janky, and he can't really make too many big mistakes.
Yeah. I mean,
but the thing is, I don't.
Try him out some more. But...
He's the character though. I don't think you can buff. I don't think you can buff him. I don't want him nerfed. I don't think he's top tier, but you can't buff him.
I think they can buff him. They can burf him in some ways.
Burfing is fine.
Yeah. The main burf that I want from him is to make it so that the low serpent is not as useful and make the straight one a little bit more useful. Make
That's
it
fair.
safe on hit. Because the straight one has no use right now.
Yeah,
it doesn't
does
even knock down.
So
right?
yeah, the straight one doesn't knock down, does less damage than the low one, and is unsafe on hit.
Yep. So if they kind of swapped it a little bit, I think it would be work. Yeah, Beast Snake is basically not even useful. You can't even use it. So
you'd have to make it do more damage or make it safe.
I would be okay with it doing not even more damage, but having it so that it wasn't so punishable on hit, so that it could be a poke.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't even have to be a combo tool. Just make it so you can throw it out as a poke, but it's just not even good at that.
I mean, it's still tricky. Like, because if you make it too good, then, you know, then it's just, oh, great, he has 2 Ralph standees now.
I mean, the crazy thing about it is I was watching some footage recently, and the guys...
Yo! Thank you, S tier!
Oh, shit. Okay. I was like, official Steyer, thank you. Oh, official
S tier! What's going on?
He's, of course, the guy who made the blankets that we showed
That
off.
gorgeous Neo Geo Freak blanket we showed last week, the Marvel 2 rug that we've talked about before. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. And check him out on official_S tier on Twitter.com to go check out all of his wares and products. Yeah.
Dude, that Neo Geo Freak blanket is fucking something else.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Yamazaki. He's a
thing about
thing.
Yamazaki beforehand.
Medium whip.
Medium whip, and then also...
Poison's broken.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, what's up, Silent? I just realized you were in here too.
When I was watching some of the Chinese players play, the low snake, remember how you were saying whenever Corey would do sand into low snake, you would roll cancel and punish him?
Uh-huh.
They were punishing it on raw. They would just block the snake and roll, and then that was it, and they could kill him. Like, it might just...
Oh, you mean guard canceling the whip? Yeah, that sounds
directly.
right.
So there is some of that in there, too.
Yeah.
So even if they made the straight one stronger, maybe then you would cost a meter for you to blow.
But it is still a meterless option that's that good.
Yeah.
So... I think he's like right in that lane. The main thing he does need to do is just get Ralph's 5D taken away. Yeah. The problem is, I only want 1/4 of that blanket.
Oh, of this one?
Yeah,
Here?
I just want 1/4 of that blanket.
Which fourth?
The bottom left corner.
This one here?
Rogue.
Rogue, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's beautiful, though.
It's super cool, yeah, but like, I like...
Happy birthday, Zangief, by the way. So.
Oh, was it Zangief's birthday?
It was either today or yesterday, so...
Yeah, the thing is, though, I just love the Rogue on that picture more than the entire rest of them combined. Partly because I'm just weak for Rogue anyway, but also it's a really good shot of her.
Yeah, 214 AC, you're talking about the EX, right?
Yeah, the EX Whip. EX Whip is exactly where it needs to be, because it's better than 14, but it's not broken.
Yeah. And like I said, if it's hard to link off of, just do EX reflect instantly.
Yeah.
Because you can use button hold on that one.
Yeah, and by the way, I did some testing. Mm-hmm. If you do EX Whip into EX Reflect, it's more damage than it's actually linking.
Then doing low jab into all that stuff?
Yeah, low jab into the confirm actually adds so little damage, the scaling outpaces it.
Ow! Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
Even better.
So the only reason to ever manually link off of the EX Whip is if you really need the standing combo, or like if you're gonna quick max it.
Or if you have no meter to EX afterwards.
Yeah.
Right, then you got to do that sand.
Yeah, then 2A 5B sand whip. Blah, blah, blah,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
But yeah.
Oh, does that reach after the grab? 2A stand B?
Yeah, 2A far 5B, which then cancels into sand.
Okay, because that combo was always hard for me because I had to try to time 2A into DP. But now if I can do it into 5B, that
yeah, if you're just doing the sand into whip, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jasmine, dude.
But yeah, so I think Yamazaki's pretty good, but I think he's like B plus in the grand scheme of things. In terms of like in practice and in meta, like in a vacuum, he's dumb as shit. Like training mode, he's kind of broken. But against real people, once people start learning the matchups more, then I think he's gonna drop off a little bit. I don't think we're gonna suddenly see an influx of him like dominating top 16.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, again, he's still new. We've got a long way to go to figure out what's going on with him. So,
but that's the feeling I'm getting out of him.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah,
but again,
I like him being a Honda.
I think
honestly,
a lot of the characters are that way. So I feel like a lot of the characters are really good. Like I said, I mean, someone posted the list of 5 characters that did not show up in the top 64 according to sites that will not be mentioned. Maxima, Ramon, Billy, Shune, Hydern, and Rugal. Now Rugal was obviously there.
Yeah, Ramon sucks. Billy sucks dog shit.
Shune's surprising, but I mean, as a character, he's dull, so who's going to use him?
So the thing is, I think part of this is people who made it to the tournament, because maybe the Shune players didn't come out, and there's less of them, and also Shune's problem is what Iori's problem used to be, is that you could just play Rock.
Dude, Iori, by the way, not even in
Iori's doing all right.
Not even in this tournament, but dude, I was watching some of that Shao Hai footage, and he was using Iori. He was playing a tournament, so there was tournament footage, and he was using Iori, and holy shit, that character is a problem.
He's got it. He got everything back. I told you, he was being downplayed. He got buffed. Might have been too much.
Yeah.
Also, because Yamazaki's counters are not very good. The grand scheme of things, they're not very good, and if you hit him with an invul move, the invul might, just miss.
Right, because it's just a hit.
Yeah.
It just triggers him to, it's not a capture state kind of thing.
And none of his counters work on frame 1. In fact, the Yamazaki's only reversal is guillotine.
Is the super, right?
Yeah, his supers are the only way he can possibly reversal.
Up super is the only one, right? Or does the poison super even work?
Poison, no.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the up super is the only one, but I think that's fair.
But also,
Climax
is a one frame throw, so that works.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, by the way, just for the record, I totally downloaded the arcade cabinet object mod.
Nice.
It feels good. It's really funny too. Like they had fun, like picking the games to put in the cabs. It's really cool. So shout outs to the person who made that mod. Okay, so going down the rest of top 8. Then we get to Arslan Ash, which is King, Liz, and Athena. We talked about that. And then
Erroneous keeps talking about the stomp input. The half circle back.
I don't give 2 shits. Kicks. I think it's fine. Also,
that I don't like about it is it makes it harder to do sand splash into super.
I don't agree with that
because I can't do the half circle back forward input.
My bigger problem also is that I just don't like running into it when I have a little bit of distance to cover and then accidentally getting DP, or running to DP and then accidentally getting the stomp.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I don't like. But I also think that you have to be really cautious with down inputs in general.
Yeah.
I know some people who just hate them, and I know like sometimes you can get it by accident, especially because the input interpreter of this game is a little looser than like 02 or 98. So I think it's fine how it is.
He didn't even have that move in 14, right? Okay.
I think the thing is, down inputs are great conditionally.
Yeah, it depends on the move.
It's very, very much character and move dependent.
And game dependent, honestly. Yeah. So, thank you, Artola. Woo!
Okay, so Renaud has a paragraph of characters.
Yeah, Yamazaki, Cronin,
Gato, Joe, and then Yashiro, Gato, and then. Yeah, so what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total characters in that list?
Looks like it, yeah. He had Cronin in every single one of them.
Yeah, because Cronin's dumb.
Yeah.
I definitely remember I was a player. Was it Defeat Lee, or was it someone Defeat Lee had to fight? That their team was Rock, Gato, Cronin. And I'm just like, that is just like going all in on the tier list. I respect it. trading out Janae for Cronin to get as dumb and degenerate as possible.
That's basically like a Zero May Cry team, basically, right there, right? You're just going in there.
Dude, I salute it. Pick a top tier.
Yashiro is
Yashiro's super good now. Yeah. I think people might be upplaying him a little, like he's super good, but not dumb good.
Yeah.
He good.
I mean, again, it's like I said, a lot of a good game, such as like a Guilty Gear game, is a game where you hate everybody that you don't use, and that's good. Yeah. That's good. Like that's what we want,
dude. I mean, here's the thing: I'm playing Janae, and I'm fully prepared to hate her. Oh boy! Once you really wrap your head around her, she kind of dumb. I'm enjoying it. I sometimes get to feel like I'm cheating. It's actually kind of nice. I think fucking Janae might be slightly downplayed. She kind of dumb.
Yeah. I definitely saw. I think it was either ZJZ or ET was playing her a little bit. So, yeah.
And then Wedo.
Iori Rock, Athena, Yuri Rock, or Yuri, Athena, Iori.
So 4 characters.
Yeah.
Which is just Rock and Iori, and then Yuri, Athena.
Yeah.
I really like seeing Wedo's Yuri, like really reminding people where she's gotten to now.
Chris like, G.
Rakula Mayten, which is good character with zoning.
Yeah.
Mayten is like seriously just the best pick for Chris G. Like, honestly, if this game ever said, you know what, fuck you pick 3 of the same character, I just want to see Chris G play Mayten 3 times. Alright.
Oh, Jesus. Yuri, Mai, and Elizabeth for romance. I'm really surprised that the only Mai players were the ones that finished in 7th. I thought she would have a more dominating presence, because I think that character is just ridiculously good.
She is. It's just that a lot of the other characters are just as good or better and way dumber.
Yeah, and...
Like, Mai can't make as many mistakes.
I don't remember. I think it's ZJZ's. ZJZ's Mai is just, it's like...
A circle of hell?
The only time I ever see Xiaohai lose on the channel, which I heard might actually be more official for a Xiaohai channel than I thought.
Good.
But the only time... Now I've seen him lose 3 sets. In all 3 sets, the common factor is Mai. The common factor is always Mai. So, like, I feel like Mai is ridiculous. And I feel like if you want to beat Xiaohai, you've got to learn Mai. Honestly, he seems to get flustered by that character a little more often than normal.
She kind of does enjoy some glue herself.
Yeah,
but
she's very
but it's very much like when she's not getting certain things or isn't capable of doing certain things she wants, then mistakes start happening and it goes bad.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, she's still super fucking good. I can't believe they let her keep EX Ruinbu. But whatever.
I think it's going to be safe on block. Yes.
But yeah, so ever since this happened, really like started looking at characters to focus on, characters to pick and everything, and like who I'm going to lab and do this. And then I was like, oh my God, Cronin is so boring.
That's why I won't touch him, dude.
I really tried to motivate myself. I couldn't take 10 minutes.
Yeah. Like, I load him up in training mode, and I'm like...
Yeah, like, really, the reason to load him up into training is to see what his properties are on defense, and to see how easy his confirms are.
He feels like when I picked Cammy in Street Fighter V training mode. I'm like, I'm gonna do something cool with DP.
No, you're not.
Oh, let's go pick somebody else, yep.
Yeah, like, I just did not realize how incredible his 2B was. Like, that was one thing that playing him taught me. And it makes me very sad. That's it. So, I mean, I'm not surprised in terms of, like, socially. Right. I think she's clearly strong enough to stay in at least top 16, free. Right. But, like, there's the social thing of, wait, she's not a crutch anymore? Fuck this.
Before she was just free.
Yeah.
Free win kind of thing.
Vanessa is still fantastic. It's just she's not a glue-eating oppressor.
Yeah, and it's tough, because when you go from glue to not glue, it does affect the people who are not character loyalists. You know, the character loyalists will be like, you know what, I'm going to stick with the character, but everyone who was playing Ralph and Vanessa for the glue have pretty much dropped them,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, Frionel was putting out, he's like, I'm in the middle of a character crisis. Who do you guys think I should stick with? And he still had Vanessa on his list. Because Frionel does love Vanessa and has played her in like everything.
Exactly.
So I want to see her whoop everyone's ass with her.
Yeah.
Because she's still good as fuck.
she would be able to. Yeah, exactly. She's still fine. Ralph is still fine. It's just that they're not crutches anymore. What are you doing, Jasmine?
Should be in a goober.
Dude, Jasmine is just being such a weirdo. Are you okay, Jasmine? What?
Yeah, Rock and Cronin are the big glue eaters. Janae is one of those, like, she went and bought Gorilla Glue at Home Depot, but she hasn't actually tasted it yet. Like, she's on the cusp of being a glue-eating monster, but she also has certain tools where you can't screw them up or you will die.
Right.
And you can't, like, just throw out everything willy-nilly. Like, she's very technical glue. She's like, the two-part epoxy.
Well, she might
You actually
be
have to mix it yourself.
I mean, or it could be something like the Gorilla Glue, in which if you don't do stuff right, you're messed up. That you'll mess yourself up really badly, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, like I said, it's like the two-part epoxies where you have to mix it yourself, and like when it works, it does everything. But if you mix it wrong or you don't have gloves on, you're fucked.
See, Jasmine knew I busted out the camera, so she's not being a goober anymore. So the way cats have special powers. But yeah, I mean, again, Ralph and Vanessa are fine.
Yeah.
They just don't eat glue, so that people aren't going to be using them as much. And a lot of the people who were probably big fans of Vanessa and Ralph, because of the character or character loyalty, saw their popularity, were annoyed, probably didn't really pick them up.
Yeah, because there's definitely like, man, get off my lawn.
Yeah, and so they probably didn't play them. It's kind of like how I started feeling about Cammy and Street Fighter V a little bit. You know what I mean? One of the reasons why.
Dude, I hate to say it, I have to admit, I'm like kind of relieved that Mary isn't overplayed right now.
Yeah.
Like I think all of Top 64, there's 5 Marys in the entirety of Top 64. Like, she's good enough that she should be more represented, but people aren't doing it. And I'm like, that's fine.
I mean, I think Shermie's dumb, but I saw like a post from El Rosa saying that he didn't even think Shermie was that dumb. But I think Shermie kind of dumb. I think she's really kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's definitely one that's going to be shake out. I don't know. I wonder how much of it is just the fact that she doesn't have like standing neutral confirms the way Clark does. But I still think Shermie's incredible.
I hate Shermie so much, but also I can't avoid stupid running throw move to save my life.
Dude, and here's the thing. I'm glad Elizabeth is strong and fun to play because she's never been both.
Is she?
I think she's actually pretty fun.
He just looks like Heavy Kick the character, dude. Like,
the thing is that you like a lot of characters kind of feel that way when they have good as fuck standing buttons.
right? Yeah.
And like her reflect is way better antier than it deserves to be.
Yeah.
I will grant you these things. But the fact is she actually has like tools that are fun to start, interesting-ish combos. I like her really unorthodox fireball that sucks 90% of the time.
Yeah, I don't like that her BMB is DP, EXDP, DP. Like, I wish there was more variety in there, I guess. So
the thing is that like I think there's ways to like trim it to make it worth more and worth less. And then there's the fact that like if you don't get a heavy confirm into it, doing light DP off a light confirm is actually really strict.
Right, yeah.
So again, I think the bigger problem is that she became I have a bunch of these pokes and oops, overhead. Like the moment I was like when I was labbing her in like week 1, I was like, they let her have an overhead this good?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about her is that if you ever see her cancel, you just stand up, right? So that's just the thing. So you just have to be very, very cognizant if you're blocking the crouching light kicks. Because I see a lot of people do that. They just block a crouching light kicks and then they just stand up at that point, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, the 11 one was a little different, especially because, like, the uppercut wasn't as valid in 11. And, man, Elizabeth's so goddamn boring in 11. Like, Elizabeth's most interesting element is that she had command normals that canceled into command normals.
Oh, weird, okay.
So she had really interesting, like, dial-a-combo shit. And that's where the fun stopped.
And that's where she showed up, right? 11 was her first game? Okay.
She was a fucking snooze fest.
And they just never gave her any of that stuff back, huh?
Dude, you're preaching to the choir on Gaitendo. Don't even get me started. So yeah, I still think Geese has some room to really shape up. A lot of people are starting to say, though, that Geese is maybe developing into a point character. And it's like, I kind of see that, but also I really like Raging Storm.
Right.
Raging Storm is a really fucking good super.
I just feel like he does a lot of damage with meter, too.
Yeah, but like he doesn't need a bunch of meter to do a fuck ton of damage.
Oh, because it's just like EX. And
then you're just done, yeah.
Right.
And God help you if you were in the corner, you die.
Right.
But like, you know, if you have 3 bars doing like cancel EX, Raging Storm, and people are just like,
Yep.
they just melt.
Yeah, and again, like, I feel like we're at this, like, there's just so much to learn about a lot of these characters still. We're not even, far enough along into the game to really be able to definitively say it.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, once we know for sure that we can take off our masks around each other, I'm going to drag you out of some sort of cave and we're going to play some KOF.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the funny thing is, I never play fighting games when I'm at events because I feel like I suck so bad I'm embarrassed kind of in a way. But Arturo wanted to show me his monitor tech. So I played him, and I played him some Street Fighter V, and in a weird way, despite the fact that he reminded me of one of the things that I hate the most about Street Fighter V, because I spent 90% of the match against this Dulcim and Blockstead, because fuck that character. I kind of missed it. I kind of missed it in a weird way. We even played some Tekken. I couldn't even remember my B&Bs until towards the end, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. But it was fun. I just missed that.
James secretly does have really goddamn good execution.
So I got affected one time because Flo told me I had shitty execution, and every time I can't do something, that's all I ever think about now. This is the problem with my brain. But he's right in one thing, in that I don't have consistency. So there are 2 forms of execution. There are Marlin Pie, whose execution is just ridiculous, and he's going to do everything. Then there's the Mike Watson execution. This guy will never do anything fancy on you, but he will never miss a single thing he intends to do. And those are the 2 different categories of execution.
Okay, so with the asterisk of, there's also the difference between, like, in a match and not in a match.
Yeah.
Because, like, under pressure changes everything, even on both of them. And that's, like, where kind of Watson's side is stronger.
Yes, exactly.
Is he never has to drop anything because, you know, he's going to do the 80% efficient combo, but it works every time.
Yeah.
And Marlon Pie is going to do 110% efficiency, but he might drop it.
Well, he doesn't.
He doesn't because he's fucking Marlon Pie.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, when you're doing fucking Techno Wizard bullshit, you know, there's a chance that it'll drop.
Again, there was one time at an event, and Marlon Pie was one of those people sitting on a piano, playing on the piano, and I was like, there's no surprise to me about this.
No, you know, like Fnatic.
Everyone who plays musical instruments are really good at execution, not only because you train your fingers, but it also trains you in that mindset to sit down and play the same thing
and
over and over and over and over and over.
And it gives you a different perspective on timing.
Yep. We were actually on the Tuesday show yesterday. Yuki Nari was our guest on there, and she has some music background. And so that's how I was like, now it makes sense that, like, Manat, you like Manat so much, because her VT1 is all about that kind of rhythm. So, yeah. Yeah.
Well, that, and, you know, he has Queen Slay. Because that's like half of Manat's design is, yes, Queen.
True.
Slay.
Yeah. But no, it was fun. It was fun to play again. So I just need to play some matches.
And push buttons. Yeah. Also, though, because of this, I actually started like looking at all sorts of other characters and stuff, and I realized I hadn't played Chris since the beta.
Oh yeah.
That little gremlin's pretty fun, and I think might actually be one of the more criminally underrated characters.
Yeah, like the funny thing is that CYS is insanely popular. Chris is definitely good. I'm surprised we don't see a lot of Chris players.
If I'm gonna be honest, I think it's because his jump CD isn't fucking stupid. And
the glue eating thing again?
Yeah, he doesn't eat glue. But also, I think he's actually the most execution intensive of the three. Because he's so goddamn fast and he's everywhere.
Interesting.
Like, when you start playing Chris and start actually trying to maximize his neutral, he starts feeling like a Marvel character. He is fast.
Okay.
And it's all about getting in their head and then doing like a cross through teleport into like a free combo or free throw.
Right.
Turning it into like a budget 50-50, doing weird shit, chasing them from full screen when they don't know where you are. He's pretty scary. Also, he's kind of broken online. The moment you give him a lag, you lose.
Oh, yeah.
He busted online.
Spooky, huh? Is it because he dresses as Chris while he plays Chris? He does, dude. He's cosplayed as Chris before. So...
Does that mean I really need to play Ramon again?
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm really curious to see where the future of Geese is because I think he's really strong.
I mean, I keep seeing people play Kyo on those videos that I watch. And, like, as much as I want to give up on Kyo, I'm like, God damn it. Like, I feel like I'm not doing things right with him, so I want to try him more. You know what I mean? So
yeah, Kula is definitely back to dumb Kula levels, just with a floatier jump.
I'm actually happy about one thing: the B&B that she does, where she does the thing into the slide, into the spin kick, into the up kicks, into the reflect, into the uppercut. Actually required more timing.
Yeah, it's not free.
Yeah, I thought it was free, and it wasn't. And I was like, okay. But my favorite thing was I was watching people do it all the time on the videos. And then I popped up the game one time and I was like, you know what? I want to figure more about this combo, right? And I remembered the whole thing through memory and I was like, oh, cool. And I got it and I was happy.
Yeah, what is it? It's like EX Hurricane Slide, Heavy Hurricane Fireball into like Reflect or something like that?
Heavy Hurricane into the up kick thing.
Yeah, the
fireball, right?
Yeah.
But that thing has to hit twice.
Yeah.
If it hits once, it does not work, so...
Okay, everyone but Ramon and Billy. Billy sucks.
Yeah, Billy sucks. Yeah. Billy is,
he needs help.
Yeah. But again, I think that they were scared with Billy.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't understand why, because it's like Samurai Showdown, you can tell that game was still fucking terrified of letting zoners be playable. This game has like 5 good zoners, and then Billy is not one of them.
His jump seat needs to hit crouchers. I don't know why that thing doesn't hit crouchers, dude. I mean, it would help a lot, dude. It would help a lot.
I want you to play Vanilla O2 sometime, and then just block Billy.
Yeah, I know. Billy's a problem, but he's obviously not a problem in this game, right? So...
It's just one of those things. Like, Billy's kind of falling into the same thing as Ramon, where, like, not like, oh no, he sucks, tee-hee, but it's like, if you're so insistent on not letting him be good, don't put him in the game.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Right.
It's really hurtful. Like, I mean, at least they managed to fix Janae. It's cool too because like they fixed her in ways I would have never thought would be what she needed, and now she kind of dumb. I'm good for it. I'm still working on Chizuru. I'm still trying to figure her out. I really like her, but I think it's enough about that. I do have one thing I want to talk about in a very, very short little stint here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna probably ask you to bring up Twitter a little bit for it.
Okay.
Because I think it's time for a little bit of community spotlight.
Oh, okay.
Community spotlight. SNK community spotlight. We're talking about you. Okay.
Okay, who am I bringing up?
Saigados. Saigados.
Okay. All one word, yep.
There we go. Saigados. Which is a team up of Hibachi Final and Excelina. I can't remember. But yeah, these two doing really cool stuff. And, you know, you've seen their works throughout the FGC for years and years, I'm sure. But I really wanted to bring them up because our friend Auric, while at Combo Breaker, swung by their booth, saw something, and was like, you know, Olaf needs this in his life. And I was, like, kind of flattered. I was like, this is the coolest, most adorable thing. Like, him just thinking about me like that. It warmed my heart. But also, the item that he got me was so fucking sick that I wanted to share it with the rest of the world if you hadn't seen it yet. And so I'm just going to plug these guys.
Is it in?
Yes, it is in a tweet.
Yeah, so I guess Auric and Saigados are just really good friends because that was one of the things.
Because I think he knows Hibachi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because also I think Laban is close with Hibachi as well.
This thing is adorable too.
It is really cute.
Yeah. Is it on this page?
Yes. I told you I've seen it. So just keep going. Or you can, if you want, you can switch to media. But I think you're coming up on it sooner. But like, look at all the love at the Combo Breaker booth.
Yeah. It's at Combo Breaker over there. A lot of stuff. Oh, there it is right there. This is Auric's picture of.
Oh, well, there you go. But they actually have a picture of it. So let's just go a little further because I was gonna bring it up and put it on stream, but then I kind of totally fucking forgot.
I have some Big Willie stickers.
Hell yeah!
And I got to meet Big Willie. So, dude, this popcorn is ridiculous, dude.
Dude, I heard that that dude straight won the internet that day.
Someone actually walked up and bought. So each bag of popcorn is about $8 for. For regular, and then maybe $10 for premium. Someone said that they saw someone buy $900 worth of popcorn.
God damn. Because someone actually bought him out that day or something.
Dude, I'm actually really sad because I want to support everybody. I just can't freaking afford it.
I know.
It makes me so upset, dude. I want so hard to support all these.
Okay, by the way, I want that shirt. Let's click on that shirt real quick. I want this shirt, and if they have it at Evo, I'm buying it. Free. 100%. Look at this. Oh my god. I think we might have even talked about it before, but oh my god, I need it. Okay. Moving on. I swear it's got to pop up soon. If not, it's in their store envy, but...
It's cool. We get to see a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, right? So... That's so cool.
Oh shit, there's a sticker of it too.
It's Anita, dude. That's so cool.
There is a sticker.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, but if they have that shirt. Hell yeah, Rainbow Edition.
Auric showed this to me. He was like, this is a throwback. If you know, you know, dude. This is probably not licensed.
No, it's a fan art thing.
Yeah, it's fan art.
This is Artist Alley stuff. Yeah, but, we always got to plug our friends. And that was Bariki 1, I think.
Which one?
Up a little more, up a little more.
Oh, yeah, it is Bariki 1, isn't it?
All right, just open up their shop real quick, because this is getting, obnoxious that it hasn't popped up yet.
There's this sticker again.
It's so sick.
Go. Let's go. Can I see more than that? Nope.
No.
Do you remember what it was called? Is there?
It'll pop up pretty quick. You're already almost there. I've seen it. Page 4. There it is. Yes. So these are super sick vinyl stickers that are homages to Sonic Adventure art. Yeah, it's Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and Pocket explicitly. And it's just the funniest shit.
Because I know you love Sonic, right?
I mean, as a kid, I did. There aren't that many good ones after the year 2000, but we're going to talk about that. That new Sonic trailer, I have words. They revealed a new Sonic game, actual gameplay of a new Sonic game. You missed it? All right, cool.
I didn't see it.
So anyways, Kyo and Iori are both Sonic. And then Leona is Knuckles from Sonic 2, or Sonic Adventure 2. And then Mary is Amy Rose.
Oh, right.
And they're all very much deliberately off of the poses.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh. But the whole thing is an actual die cut sticker sheet, and it's fucking awesome. So I gushed a little bit, and I was really happy. So thank you, Auric. And you should go check these guys out and see if they have stuff that you would like to buy as well, because they're the homies.
Yeah, again, this is Saigados right here. If you go check them out on Twitter, it is Saigados, which is a collaboration of Hibachi Final and Excelina. So here we go, Excelina, Hibachi Final. So check them out here, Saigados. Thank you very much. Yay!
So yeah, Sonic Frontier. I definitely have already made fun of it, calling it Breath of the Green Hill Zone. But the more I looked at the trailer, first off, I'm down. I'm down. It looks cool, but it definitely looks like they took the Phantasy Star Online 2 new Genesis engine and world map design, and then just threw Sonic in it.
That's funny.
Which is fine with me, but...
By the way, last week, I think we did forget something, because I was reminded, because I told Oric about it. We forgot to show people that new Haomaru statue.
Did we miss a Haomaru statue?
Yeah, do you remember the one that Kitty showed me that I said was just absolutely beautiful?
I thought we've shown it before.
Did we? Is it an old one?
I'm pretty sure we've shown it before. It's part of the whole set.
Oh, is that what it is?
Now that being said, yes, Maxie pointed out that a new statue was revealed today, and I was going to try to give Kitty a window because she wanted to make sure to talk about it if she was able to make the show still. But I don't know if that's happening. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Our friends at Spec Fiction Shop have put up the pre-orders for this new SNK Heroines Kula. Now, I personally don't give much of a dang about having this Kula statue, but I do want to point out the fucking base is gorgeous. Oh my god, I love the base of it so much. Like, first off, the ice snowman is fucking awesome.
Nice.
Complete with the little bucket on his head, looks like a red Solo cup. But this is actually one of the main stages from SNK Heroines. It's actually like super deliberately designed. I love the way the ice effects kind of look like glass and everything. It's fucking gorgeous. Yeah. So yeah, if this strikes your fancy, you should totally go ahead and pre-order this from our friends at Spec Fiction Shop. We even have a coupon code. We have a promotion link that I probably need to give you so you can throw it in chat every so often. Would probably be a lot easier.
Well, the promotion link is what? It's just
Hello, friend. Yes, I like it.
It's just synchronized.
No,
Isn't it?
there's a coupon code and then there's actually a promotion affiliate link as well. There's two elements to it. So I would just have to do Twitter advanced search.
Give it to me so that way I can turn it into a command.
Yeah.
You can just type it into the chat so that way.
I'm sure if we do a Twitter advanced search real quick, which I would recommend you take off of your mainstream.
Yeah, that's fine. we'll worry about it some other time.
But anyways, we definitely have an affiliate link because Spec Fiction has been treating me extremely well.
Nice.
And yeah. I'll see if I can bring it up.
That is pre-order, so if you are a big Kula fan, there you go. You can grab that. Okay.
Oh my god, I hate the way I have oh yeah, use desktop site. Still opens the app. I don't want to open the app. I just want to do Twitter advanced search, which is not supported properly in the app as usual. The commands are, but if I don't remember the commands, it doesn't matter.
Right. Worry about it later.
No, I'm doing it right now. Yeah, I'm stubborn.
Trust me, I know how that feels, so... that was my suggestion, but if you're going to keep going with it, I respect it entirely. In fact, I will just take this time to hug Cat. She did not want to be hugged. I hope you guys could hear those meows.
I certainly did.
Oh, yeah, of course you did. She was just like, no!
Hell yeah. I am a genius. Actually, I am going to...
Oh, no.
Fair enough. I'll let you have that one. All right.
Can you ever hear I'm a genius?
I am a genius.
Thinking of, oh no, afterwards now.
All right. DM sent to you with the link to our normal thing. If you like statues like this, herbaderbader, yeah, do that thing.
So this is our affiliate link right here?
Yes.
Okay. So here is our affiliate link. If you do want to visit Spec Fiction Shop, please use this link down here. I hate that it got turned into...
It turned into the tiny URL link because of reasons. Yeah. Wow, it just automatically...
Yeah, Twitter just doesn't...
Did I even convert right? It looks like it might have. Oh, bloody no. Why is it so complicated?
Internet is complicated. That's the right link.
Series of tubes.
That's the right link. So there you go. Use that second one down there. That is our reference link, so you can use that with the coupon code SNKronize.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go. If you want to pick anything up from spec fiction shop.
Save a few bucks. They get the analytics to know that we are helping.
Yep.
And yeah, like I said, like that's where I bought my gigantic Ungamary. Bless you. And I definitely have at least one other thing on pre-order there as well myself.
Sorry, I just didn't want to sneeze into my mask because that was going to be disgusting. So.
That's fair.
Oh, so I wanted to run away and make sure I didn't sneeze on you.
Oh yeah, we did have one more thing to talk about. I was trying to figure out, like, I know I had one more topic today, so let's all be sad, and if you like, we could have a moment of silence for the SNK online shop.
Yes.
It is officially gone, and it hurts. Also to a point that, like, not only is it like straight up gone, but all of their like affiliated links are gone too. Like their presence on Zen Market's Zen Plus store, also gone. It's all gone. Now that being said, if you did have a cart of like pre-orders on Zen Market, all of your stuff should have arrived by now because mine did, like from the pre-orders. But now I get to go through the circles of hell trying to find a reseller to have some of the Mark of the Wolves team acrylic stands. Because those were only at the Osaka pop-up.
Thank you, Sam.
So, which, by the way, SNK, if you're listening, please make sure to bring the Team Southtown and Team Mark of the Wolves acrylic stands to EVO so that I can buy them. That would be swell. Because I like spending money on SNK stuff. I'm sure everybody knows that by now. I can imagine someone in the marketing department is just like, yeah,
dude,
yeah, you do.
God, like, when I was at Combo Breaker, like, I wanted to buy a bunch of the Combo Breaker clothes there, too. Just, I can't justify spending that much for a hoodie when I have, like, 7,000 hoodies already, you know what I mean? It was just, like, made me sad.
Yeah, which reminds me, I do also I did put someone on an errand at Combo Breaker so that I could have some other stuff purchased from artist friends that I hope to show off in the coming weeks because I have to then get the items.
More than the errand that I had for you as well.
Yeah, which, by the way, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Exactly. You know what I thought was funny? There was one point in time where one of the earliest matches on stream was Chris G versus Chris, commentated by Chris and Aru. Like, I was like, damn, I wish Aru's real name was Chris. Because then we could have had the Chris marathon there. So
yeah, by the way, shout outs to Chris. Like, that was a hell of a run.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, for being a player that most people had not, expected.
Yeah, and honestly, a player most people know for, that's the dude that likes Arena.
He had the Zarina shirt.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they should have used Chris. If they both used Chris, we would have had 5 Chris's on the stream, and that would have been amazing.
God. Awful.
Oh, God. Chris Mass would be Chris Mass in May.
Anyway. But I think that's actually all we have at the moment. Combo Breaker was amazing. I kind of wish I could have been there, but
one of the cool things is that DreamHack Dallas, which is coming up this weekend, is also featuring King of Fighters 15 as one of the games. I don't know how many people are going there. I know some people went straight from Combo Breaker to Dallas, but most of those people I knew were working.
Yeah.
So, Vexany was, flying from one to the other because she's going to be taking pictures. But, that should be a lot of fun, too. So definitely check that out.
The only thing I could say is, hopefully we probably got a patch coming sometime in the next few weeks. Maybe with a couple of bug fixes. Hopefully with some improvements to matchmaking, please. The thing is, I'm not even playing online, so it doesn't affect me. I'm just tired of hearing it.
Well, I'm tired because I can't play it. That's one of the reasons why I don't stream myself playing, because I'm like, I don't want to run into the same 4 guys over and over again.
Well, you can run into the same 5 guys and tell me, and I'll come upstairs.
And just,
do you just feel like, you want to play some KOF?
All right.
Because I have 5 or 6 characters I'm enjoying playing right now.
Right. There's that, and then,
Who they have a stream up right now?
Yeah, I know. Who is they?
Dallas or SNK? Because they could be prepping for ICFC.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Because ICFC stuff's been really cool, especially like people actually entering with Ramon. Weird. I don't know why.
I'm actually interested because, like, in 9 days, the new Guilty Gear patch is coming out.
Oh yeah, didn't they do like a stream where it was like teasing some of the changes or something? We'll have to talk about that.
We saw 2 changes a little bit already. One of them, it's hard to say if either of them are universal changes, but Soul definitely got counter hit 2P into 5S as a combo.
Huh.
Which before you needed the BRCs to be able to do stuff like that. And then Gold Lewis actually canceled his 5K into a dash.
Oof.
So I don't know if they're going to try to do that universally or if it's, you know what.
Yeah.
I hope it's a big change, and I hope, again, Guilty Gear Online, great. The lobbies kind of messed it up. And then SNK, King of Fighters Online, great. The matchmaking mess. It's like everyone seems to be, like, weirdly enough, out of everything, Street Fighter V has still been one of the best online ranked experiences. That helps because they also probably have the biggest player base.
Yeah.
So it's easier to hit the matches. But like I said, 90% of my matches on Street Fighter V have been fine.
Yeah, I have never gotten to the point where my success rate with like playability was that high.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the other night, like I actually played some test sets with like, here's a character I don't know, and I'm going to learn them. So I ran sets with Felicimo.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Who, you know, is clear across the Atlantic.
Right, yeah.
And those ran better than some Street Fighter matches I've had against California.
For sure.
Like it wasn't great, but it was clearly like, this is the magic of rollback.
I have never been able to play Street Fighter V online with David without it feeling a little weird. You know, that's the worst thing that sucks. So.
Yeah, because I also like I played MVCI with my friend in South Africa, and like that was rough. But I think part of that was more the infrastructure as well. But like it was semi-playable. And you know, running sets with Felicimo, and it was like playable, not great, but you know, a couple frames, like it's not bad.
Nice. Okay.
So like I'm loving it. It's just. We are right now, we're kind of in a thing where playing ranked is probably a bad decision. It's turning into a little bit of a Discord fighter where you just hit up some buddies, make a fucking room, go to town.
That's the hard part is that for me, I kind of just want the randomness.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because like eventually you're going to get sick of like whatever characters I'm playing and this, that, and the other too. I don't know. I mean, fuck it. You know, maybe we could do some like first to fives random select if we really get bored.
I mean, I don't know how to use most of the characters, but don't they have like that weird draft mode or something?
We do have draft mode.
We do have a draft mode, so maybe.
Dude, I mean, we could even fucking make our own mode where it's like we're gonna ban characters for each other.
Yeah, exactly. So.
I still want. Here's the thing.
I
I'd be
want
down.
to practice some of these.
Yeah,
characters.
I have 1 or 2 characters at least that I want to work on and learn. But I wouldn't mind doing like random select third character or like even pick one random 2.
Right.
I could live with that.
And again, I mean, I know more what I'm doing now than before.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm a fucking god at the game or something. But
oh dang! Okay, DreamHack's actually doing an online event. Okay, nice. But yeah, no.
it's a good fucking game.
I just want to play more fighting games, dude. Like I want to get back to Strive. I want to do Street Fighter. I want to do KOF, dude. But it's just like. It's so hard for me to get myself to actually play because it's like I feel so inefficient at fighting games because I play them so sparsely and I play too goddamn many fighting games right now.
Yeah, so. Definitely like because it's like you don't play them very often and then you have so many that you're spreading that thin.
Yep, exactly. So
like I mean the thing is you still have a better foundation than a lot of people do, but that's still going to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I can compete in all these games because of the foundation.
Yeah.
I just can't fucking, I just can't get good at any of them right now. So.
Well, I think KOF is a really good one to get good at.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't think it's as painful to get great at as some of the other ones are. Like, I mean, here's the thing, is that, like, I have KOF, and I only need to be, like, a one-game guy. I don't have to care.
Right.
But honestly, like, part of me, like, I still really like Strive, but I have no intention of going back to it.
Right, yeah.
And they gave me back Testament.
Yeah,
but I'm also not even that happy with them.
Yeah, but a very different Testament.
Yeah.
Right? Not as much of the track Testament that you liked as much. So.
Yeah, and the thing is that I feel like when I played Dormammu in Marvel 3, he was closer to Old Testament than the New Testament is.
Yeah. No, KOF and Strive are both not very frame data heavy. Strive definitely has more instances of it than KOF, but again, it's still not very frame data heavy. But KOF is the most, I mean, I was even having the conversation with Violent Kane. We were sitting there and he was just like, so how are you enjoying KOF? And I was like, dude, I love it so far. I was like, really good. And I kept talking about, I always bring up that point, like, this is the first old school fighting game in a long time. And I didn't even prompt him with any of this. And he was like, yeah, because you play this game through feel. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I've been preaching this forever now, right? So, like, that's the whole thing. It's like, that's what makes this game so much fun. So why so many old school people love the game right now. I've seen, like, Saber, old school Street Fighter players say that he really likes the game. Like, I think I told the story last week that there was a Third Strike player that I know who was, like, all about Third Strike. Dude. It's like, KO15 might be my favorite fighting game right now.
No, I mean, the thing is that as someone who has been playing these games for so long, like, I'm really glad people are playing KOF 15, that they're enjoying KOF 15, but it also really fucking grinds my gears that I've been trying to get these bastards to play KOF for 20 years, and they're just like, whatever. But now suddenly they fucking find it on their own.
No, okay, so to be fair, 14 was butt ugly, right? So no one was gonna play it.
That's a slight exaggeration, but it was definitely not the prettiest girl at the prom, sure.
Right. And then 13 had a little bit of the extra difficulty. And not only that, but 13 and prior to 13, if you remember, still had a lot of the old SNK execution issues that only existed in SNK, that you had to have all this knowledge to get used to, So, like, I tried 13. I did try 13, and the execution issues killed me. Those execution issues...
That I've never noticed. And that's the thing. Like, I've heard you talk about it, and when you mention them, I'm like, I understand that sounds like it exists, but I've never felt it.
You're right, but see, that's the thing, is that when I explain it to other SNK players, they're like, oh, yeah, that it's different than Street Fighter, you can't do that. So they know it.
Yeah. But the thing is that I've jumped around in the lab between so many games that I just accept it as an eventuality that some games have it and some games don't. And so it's never something I process anymore.
Yeah, like, they told me, like, whenever someone misses an uppercut, if you want to do fierce into uppercut, you run fierce into uppercut. People have gotten used to that. I didn't do that, so I would hit fierce forward throw, and that I could not handle it. And when I played Leona, I would miss my flash.
The thing is that I even started picking that up in CVS 2, the run in to do stuff.
Yeah, but you never needed to do it. Yeah. My point is that there's weirdness in all those games prior that make them awkward to play for other people to play. That's my point. Is that 14 was the first one that removed a lot of that stuff, but the game was ugly. 15 is now actually a good looking, has good online, and that makes it a good package.
Yeah, but it's also like, how many times have you tried to introduce a band to your friends, and then 5 years later they start listening to them? Like it's just kind of like...
For me, never, I guess. I don't know.
It's kind of annoying.
I mean, even SNK players themselves say that this is the best one in a long time.
I mean, admittedly, but also, like, Corey's been playing games on Fightcade for the past 3 years, and I still have to, like, drag him kicking and screaming to try a KOF game. And now suddenly it's the only game he's playing. Like, all right, thanks. Fuck me, right?
Might also be a lot of it is that you try too hard. Because a lot of people, you've seen how it is. It's like, every time you should try this, that kind of gives people more reason not to try it. Like, people get in that weird zone where they don't want to do it because people push so hard for it. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those weird
for me, it's more like, hey, I'm playing 11 again. You should try it. Yeah, that sounds cool. Plays Super Turbo.
Well, to be fair, Super Turbo is a better game than 11.
Don't die. He almost hurt himself. So I can't say anything about either of those elements objectively.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that 11 is fun as hell, and I definitely... It's very much, I love its flavor of jank. And sometimes I don't love ST's flavor of jank.
Well, right. I mean, that's the reason why I love ST, because I love its flavor of jank. Because, I mean, I'm the guy who created the meme of... I was the guy who created the meme in the Super Turbo community that Super Turbo was like paintball. Because someone was like, oh, Super Turbo, that game is like chess. And I was like, what the fuck are you even talking about? It's the jankiest ass game, and it's like paintball. You shoot at people and run around all day. And I love it, but it's not chess. And then everyone's like, Super Turbo is like paintball. And I just kind of... I know how janky that game is.
No, I mean, you are definitely the person who has been the most honest of, like, if this game wasn't Street Fighter, it'd be Kusoge garbage. But it gets a pass for being Street Fighter.
And having 5 games, you know, being the 5th game in the series.
You know, KOF 11 is just the Marvel 2 of KOFs without the prestige.
Right. Exactly.
That game is fucking bullshit.
And
I love it.
The thing, too, you know, to Corey's defense, honestly... There is a bigger player base for Super Turbo.
Yeah.
So if you...
But yeah, I honestly just threw out ST.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's playing Breakers. Like...
Okay, Breakers...
Come on!
Okay, that's fine. That's a fair one.
And T-Zoc is good as shit. Come on! Dude, and the thing is, like, I just... Besides how I feel about 11 in general, there are a lot of characters who we haven't gotten to see since then, and it's just like, the game's fucking cool.
For sure.
The Breakers Revenge is kind of dope, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, you don't get to use player base as an example.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm like, dude, we got rollback for KOF 11. Look at all this cool shit you can do. It's like, yeah, that is pretty cool. Plays Breakers. Oh, come on! Like, breaking my heart, man. But it's fine because we have a modern KOF that like everyone and their grandma's playing, and I'm just loving it.
Yeah.
But we need some help on some of the internet issues. Matchmaking, bits of one-sided rollback people are reporting.
Really?
Yeah, there's been a little bit more of that. And then the general bugs like K-Dash's jump C makes him unplayable.
Because he got that stray hurt by.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. That's fine. No one's going to be hitting it on purpose, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, normally it wouldn't be a bad button. But then, oops.
Yeah.
I'm going to get swept.
Yeah. But that, obviously, I still don't know why they're so adamant on these reverse DP inputs.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I will say, honestly, I was kind of relieved they didn't nerf reversal throw. Because I put in my 2 cents about that. So it's fine.
And also, please fix the EX bug. Please.
Yeah, the EX late cancel bug. Input thing. Again, I still...
Like I said, I've seen a lot... Like, I was watching one of the matches, and the Kula did kick, and the EX one is, like, equal on block. And he did kick, and the heavy one came out, and he lost the whole fight because of it. And I was just like, that 100% was supposed to be EX.
And I mean, the thing is, I wonder still how much of it is also them trying to prevent the Para special move.
Yeah, but it's on a cancel, though, right? So, like...
No, I mean, because the thing is that they had the thing where if you do it raw, if you do a special move and plink into the EX, you can still get it within, like, the first 2 frames. And there used to be the bug where you gain the meter for the first one, and then you could spend that meter on the EX. And it lets you do EX moves early. And they worked really hard to fix that. And I wonder if they're scared of, like, reactivating that bug if they ever fix your issue.
Because if it works in neutral, what difference does it make if it's in neutral?
Because they can set, like, different buffer windows.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it would be nice to fix that, but... Like I said, I just got so sick of it being worse in 14 that I just set up the 2-punch and 2-kick buttons, and I just don't give a shit anymore.
That's like I said, my biggest problem is even when I play Soul Calibur, all the players I play against and everything, they're setting all these other buttons. I have 4 buttons when I play Soul Calibur.
Dude, I play Soul Calibur on pad still, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like I said, even in freaking Radiant Silvergun, as soon as I found out you could play the whole game with 3 buttons, I never looked back at that point in time.
Yeah, you're also the guy who doesn't think he beat a Mega Man game if he used an E-Tank, so whatever.
That's a different story. That's a different mindset.
You're secretly a minimalist.
Not really. It's just that I was so enamored with Mega Man 1. Mega Man 1 was such a great game, and it was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Mega Man 2, the difficulties were normal and difficult.
Yeah, which is American and Japanese.
Right, which should have been easy and easier. Like, Mega Man 2 was brutally easy outside of a Quick Man stage.
Yeah.
Like, the game was sadly too easy. And
the bubble man stage, because I hate the half jump over the spikes and into spikes.
Oh, yeah, maybe
that single jump. The whole level's fine, but that single jump pisses me off.
That game, Mega Man 1 was like a certain difficulty. Mega Man 2 was super easy, compounded by the fact that it had energy tanks, and that game is what made me stop using energy tanks, because I was like, I refused to use energy tanks because Mega Man 1 was so hard, and this game is so dumb easy, and then they made it even easier. And so from that point forward, I was like, I'm not going to beat any of these games with energy tanks.
So I am going to feel bad right now. I think I might have had this discussion with you before, but like, so when I was growing up, because I'm a little younger than you, so like by the time I started playing Mega Man games, like 3 or 4 was already out.
Right, yeah.
And I think I played Mega Man 1 for a little bit when I was younger, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. You know what my next Mega Man game was after that?
What's that?
Mega Man DOS!
Jesus Christ.
So I have earlier memories of Mega Man DOS than I do Mega Man 2.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't have an NES for a long time growing up, but we had a fucking, like, 286 computer. Fucking slap that floppy in, let's go. The fuck is this toll gate?
Dude, Mega Man 2 was fucking easy as hell, dude. That game was super... Okay, maybe the Crash Bomb boss on Dr. Wily's stage.
Dude, the thing is, that boss is just badly designed.
Yes, it's a terrible...
That's all it is.
Boss, yes.
Yeah, Mega Man 1 is pretty rough. Mega Man 2 is significantly easier, but the thing is that I think calling Mega Man 2 outright easy is a little unfair, because it's like, it's an environmental thing. Mega Man 2, I think, is basically fair, when everything on the NES was out to kill you.
Yeah,
So Mega Man 2 was like accidentally well designed because it was easy by NES standards.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's actually a very largely well-balanced game, with the exception of, Quick Man stage, and that Crash Bomb boss is fucking terrible.
Stupid, yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't know. Like, for me, that was the reason why I didn't win with energy tanks, is that game made it so I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. So when 3 came out, ignored energy tanks. 4 came out, ignored it, and just did that. Even in X, I used the tanks, because I actually liked the fact that you had to fill them up. And I thought that was kind of a better balance than just, I have an energy tank. That's it. So
suddenly it's become farming.
Ninja Gaiden. So I didn't know how to kill the main boss in Ninja Gaiden the real way, the very last bad guy. And so when you died to the main boss in Ninja Gaiden, it sent you back to the very beginning of that stage again, which was just like, fuck you, basically. The only way I knew how to kill the boss was by using jump and slash. But then they took it away because the cutscene killed your item. And so the next one you fought, you didn't have jump and slash again. So I would have to die, come back with jump and slash, beat it, die, come back with jump and slash, and beat it, right? I beat the game in 1 credit. Like, I beat Ninja Gaiden in 1 credit. By doing that, getting to the boss, dying.
By being wrong.
Yeah, coming back, go all the way there, die, go back, come all the way there. Never continued. 3 lives. Ninja Gaiden music, dude. The one song, like, I still don't know how you write that song. Like, it's something. That song is like one of the greatest songs, like, in video game history. Seriously, dude. God. Ooh, that song is so good. Anyways, yeah. I get chills listening to that song, dude.
I think I'm gonna listen to some OC remixes when I go back down.
Dude, I have
between
a video.
that and Contra.
Dude, I have a video of someone playing that song on the banjo, like a whole bunch of banjo.
Sick.
And it's so good because he also did Bayou Billy.
Sick.
I don't know if you remember the Bayou Billy song. Oh, God, I'll let you listen to those in a second, but I'll link them in the chat.
Yeah.
So people can see them.
And then, like, once we wrap it up, I'm gonna make you watch the new Sonic trailer.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, I really don't want to razz the Sonic guys too much. So I'm just gonna be cautiously optimistic. Also, just on a minor community spotlight note, because you opening up YouTube made me think of it. Shout outs to UF Orange and Persona for putting out more and more combo videos, including the DLC characters. They're really fucking cool, and you should totally check both of them out. I've talked about both of them, I think, at one point or another before, but just a reminder that they're still doing stuff. And I like UF Orange because he's kind of like a relative newcomer to the combo video scene, so he's just putting in a lot of work and being a big old nerd, and I love it.
Oh, man. I'm probably so good.
It's so fucking cool. Starting to get lint from my mask up my nose. It's terrible.
Ew.
It's just fucking irritating. But we're about to wrap it up soon anyway, so no big deal. We haven't heard shit about Metal Slug Tactics yet.
Yeah, been a while. Yeah, we're still waiting for that. So,
but honestly, given the fact that we're like in E3 season now, we're probably gonna start getting some cool shit over the next few weeks.
I saw like there's gonna be a Sony State of Play on June 2nd. I think tomorrow.
Could be.
Tomorrow.
I mean, we got the Pokemon update reveal today.
Saw some interesting leaks on what might be on it, so
we're gonna talk about that once the show's over too. Got it. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, though, fucking Professor Waifu and Pokemon, let's fucking go.
Who's Professor Waifu?
They revealed like footage of the new Pokemon today, and instead of being just Professor Oak, depending on what version of the game, you have a different professor, and one of them is a fucking waifu.
Oh no,
bro!
Shout out to Soul Bruce Lee, by the way. He came up and introduced himself to me.
Hell yeah!
Combo Breaker. So
hell yeah!
What's up, Soul Bruce Lee? How you doing?
Actually, the Street Fighter 6 trailer I think is actually further out because I think they gave us like something resembling a hard date.
Oh, did they?
I thought they did, or something a little more vague than just being tomorrow. But I mean, if there is a State of Play coming up, that would be a really good place to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man,
was it a Kyo headband?
No, but he asked. But I know a couple of people asked why I didn't have my Kyo cosplay there.
Good.
So.
Good. Dude, I mean that really to me says a lot. If there are people actually asking you about the shit that happens here, like hell yeah.
Yeah, Squid Biscuits, since I just came back from Combo Breaker, I'm just trying to be respectful to Mike right now because it takes 5 days incubation. I flew back on Monday. Who knows what state I'm in. So.
Also worth noting that our living spaces are not actually attached.
Yes.
I actually have to deliberately come up here for this.
Yeah, exactly. So in other words, if we're not doing the show, we can be completely separated.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that's the only reason why we're doing it right now. So.
Anyways, so I think we're good. We can wrap it up. So now is the age-old question of what do we send off with?
Well, it was Tamago who won, right? Tamago that won. I keep calling him Tamago, but it's Tamago.
I mean, is it?
I don't know. I mean, if it's Spanish, it would most likely be Tamago.
Yeah, but if it's a Japanese word...
Oh, right. Yeah,
which, because the thing is, okay, real talk, I want to know that he's a Mexican dude going by Tamago. Tamago means egg.
Right, in Japanese.
And Spanish for egg is huevos.
Right?
Which is a euphemism.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if he's got like the 5 layers of logic so he can get away with calling himself balls. Someone please confirm.
He's just a really big fan of that old terrible PS1 fighting game. Balls.
Balls. I mean, also, in all fairness, eggs are fucking delicious.
Eggs are super delicious, dude. They're the best, dude.
But I really want to know, like, if I just cracked the code and he's actually trying to, like, he's Japanese huevos. Like,
All right, since should we do a Benimaru song or a Cronin song?
let's do Benimaru team from 2000.
KOF 2000 Benimaru.
What it's Inner Shade, that's the name of it.
This one here, should I do the arranged one then?
Yeah.
Because this one looks like the non-arranged version.
Yeah. I mean, the arranged versions are fucking sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took a liberty.
I think we might have even played this song before when one of these characters got revealed, but this song is really good.
Okay.
And yeah, because I think Benny is the biggest surprise of that team that I think we should honor that.
Yeah, that's fair. We're doing it for Rome. Do it for Rome.
Also, just for the record, Combo Breaker staff was like basically screaming at people to keep their masks on.
Yep. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, mine just arrived too, the pop-up pre-order stuff, so now I'm just waiting. I mean, that's why is the SNK online shop gone? Because now I don't know how I'm gonna ever get my Geese acrylic. Because we don't even know if it's going to exist.
Right.
Why you do this to me, SNK?
All right,
everyone.
That's loud. All right, thank you guys. Stay safe out there. Keep wearing your mask. Get vaccinated. Social distance. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.